Hello everyone, welcome to our Mandarin Classroom. 大家好，欢迎大家来到中文教室。I'm your teacher Jasmine Chang. Today we're going to learn second class of Basic Oral Mandarin. And now let's see today's learning objectives. First of all, let's check the homework for last class. And second, we are going to learn some short common sentences for greetings. And at last, we will learn some words and sentences for self-introduction. Okay, let's move to the first part. Let's check the homework for lesson 1. There are 2 words in correct order, so let's check it. First one, 我今天在茶馆喝茶. It means I drink tea at the tea house today. Second, 他今天在图书馆学习汉语. It means he studied Chinese at library today. So these 2 sentences based on the grammar we learned last class. It's subject plus adverb of time plus where plus verb plus object, and where includes 2 parts. First one is go or come plus the place. Second, it's be, at, in, on plus place. So that's the basic structure for Chinese grammar. And then we're going to learn new content of this class. So first one, we're going to learn the short sentences for greetings. So let's see the first one, when you meet someone. So in English, you will say hello. So in Chinese, we say 你好 or 您好. So there are 2 words. What's the difference of these 2 words? So the second one, 您好, it's in respectful way to say hello. So like in Chinese, like even more in other Asian countries, we will use like the respectful way to talk to the others. So 您好, it's a respect way to say hello. Yeah, it's up to you to choose one of them. So but for someone who is much older than you, you have to say 您好 to say hello. Okay, and let's see, the second one is thanks and gratitude. So for thanks a lot, or thank you, we have one way to say it's 谢谢 谢谢. And for the reply, you could say 不客气 不客气. Now here I want to emphasize, so 不 here you have to do the Shanghai, because 不 plus 4th tone, 不 will change it into 2nd tone. So here it's not 不, it's 不客气. Okay, it means you're welcome. And the second words, 没事, it means no problem. 没事. Okay, let's move to the next. So to express apologize. Okay, for apologize, we have 2 ways to say. The first one is 对不起. 对不起 means I'm sorry. 不好意思. 不好意思. It also means sorry, but they 2 have the difference. So to my experience in my daily life, so 不好意思 is more used in that kind of situation. It's like you did something wrong, but you're not on purpose. Like you on the bus, you stepped to someone, but you're not on purpose. Now you could say 不好意思. You think like it's not a big deal, it's not a big matter, so you could use 不好意思 to say I'm sorry. But for like the matter, you have to say 对不起 because it's more formal. and the situation is more serious, okay? And for the reply, you could say 没关系. It means it doesn't matter. 没关系. And second one, you also could say no problem. 没事. 没事. Okay, then let's move to say goodbye. So goodbye for the common situation, just to say goodbye. It also works, bye bye, bye, goodbye. It also used in Chinese, daily life conversation. But in Chinese, we prefer to say 再见. 再见. But now I have to say a very special situation is like if you're going to someone's house to be a guest. Now when you say goodbye to the host, there is the special situation, because in China, the host usually will send you to the downstairs or to the elevator, to say, and they will say 慢走 to you. 慢走, the translation is walk slowly, but it means that ask you to take care of yourself on your way home. So to this situation, you could reply 留步. It means it's enough to send me here and to say goodbye. So it's a different, very special situation to say goodbye. Okay. 慢走 and 留步. Okay. And for the last, there are some greeting sentences, for a day. So for the morning, we should say good morning. In Chinese, it's 早上好. 早上好. Yes. And for the good afternoon and the good evening, we have the words to say 下午好 for good afternoon, 晚上好 for good evening. But actually we don't use them too much. Yeah. But the last one is, I think, is a very sweet one to say good night. Okay, good night. It's 晚安, 晚安. Okay, that's all the sentences for the common greetings. And if you have any other questions want to ask me, you could leave messages in the comment area. I will reply you. Okay, let's move to the last part to do the self-introduction. Okay, so there are 4 sentences to introduce yourself, for a very brief introduction, self-introduction. And let's see the first sentence. The first one, to introduce your name. 我叫 and plus your name. 我叫, what does it mean? Actually, the translation is I am called. I am called. So let's see the examples. 我叫威廉 Smith. 我叫威廉 Smith. It's a foreign name. Okay, it's two Chinese name. Okay, and let's see the Chinese name. 我叫王丽. 我叫王丽. So let me say the difference. So there the point you have to pay more attention. It's the order of Chinese name is the last name. We call the last name is 姓, and plus the first name 名. So it's the order of Chinese name. It's opposite to the foreign names. Okay, here foreign is to Chinese. Okay, and then we're going to introduce yourself. Where are you from? Where are you from? Because you may meet a lot of different persons from different countries. So for the self-introduction, you have to introduce yourself. Where are you from? So the first sentence is 我来自. 我来自. It means I come from. I come from. And plus the country. And second way, you could say like I am 我是. 我是. Let's see the examples. So use the first way, you could say 我来自中国. It means I come from China. 我来自中国. And second, you could say it directly. 我是中国人. It means I'm Chinese. 我是中国人. Yes, I think that you remember that I made a list of the country's name at the last class. You could find it out and to make a sentence to introduce where are you from. You could use this two-way to introduce yourself. And let's move to the third sentence to introduce your job. The first sentence is 我的工作是. 我的工作是. It means my job is. My job is. But actually, to be honest, it's not very common in self-introduction. So we prefer to use the second one. It's just to say I am. You can say I'm a teacher, I'm a doctor. It's like that. So it's up to you to choose. Okay, so let's see the examples. 我的工作是老师. Maybe you remember this word we mentioned the last time. It means teacher. So my job is a teacher. 我的工作是老师. So if you use the second way, you could say 我是老师. It also works. And let's see the second word is a new word. It means doctor. 医生. 医生. So it's doctor. And for the third word, engineer. 工程师. 工程师. You could say 我是工程师. It also works. And for the last sentence, for the last word, you could say 我是学生. I am a student, right? 我是学生. Okay. And for extension, you could say the place you're working at and you're studying at. So it's based on the grammar we learned for the last class. It's 我在 plus the place 工作 or 读书. What does 读书 mean? So if you look the word up in the dictionary, the translation is read a book, but in daily conversation we usually use this word to mean, study at, study. It's a very oral word, so you could use it to do the self-introduction. So for example, you could say 我在 plus XX 医院. 医院 means the hospital 工作. So I work in the XX hospital. Or you could say 我在 XX 大学读书. It means I study in the XX university. Yes, you could use this sentence for the extension to introduce yourself. But for the fourth question, maybe you could choose to say or not for your self-introduction. It's to say the age. So, 我今年 blah blah 岁. It means I am blah blah years old. So for the number, okay, for the number, we will learn in the next class. So here I just make an example here. Maybe someone will ask me that is age sensitive in China. Is it a sensitive problem to ask? It's up to different persons. Someone think like age is very sensitive to me, but the others think like it's not a sensitive problem. So it's up to different person. And, you have to do like a person by person. But one point I want to tell is like about the age. So in English, okay, in English, when you say for example, in America, if you want to choose your age, for example, you were born in 1990, so for this year, your age is 30 years old, right? But in China, you have to plus 1 year on that. So in China, if I were born in 1919, for this year, I am 31 years old. So it's a difference in age, on age. So it's different. You have to pay more attention. Okay, so that's all content for this class. We will start to learn the numbers for the next class. If you want to continue learning, you can click the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel. We will update a series of Mandarin courses regularly every week. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave a message in the comment area. If you like it, please give us a like. Thank you and see you next time.